to this week's Talking Codswallop. I am Gemma.
And I'm James.
Yes, he is. Prior to starting recording, I had a sit down and conversation with James. I had to look away.
Who took it very seriously.
I said, this is a polite request from my mum that when we do little clips, that James needs to be looking at the camera rather than looking down. And now he's taken it to the extreme where he is a psychopath. And he is looking and it's really scaring me, something double. So I think I've unleashed a monster. So, or my mum has at least. So you might get a clip. Please ignore my hair and my presentation because I look awful.
Hang on. I can fix this.
There we go.
Clip this, Mrs. Williams. Clip this. Is this what you wanted? You
still had to look down.
This is why I don't do it. Because I've got no peripheral vision.
Well, thank you very much for blocking me out there, James, and doing that for me so that I can absolutely post that for content for the Salty Tadpoles to see why we're laughing. And
get those views on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Although we did have a crazy amount on one of our posts. It was like 1,190 or something likes and views. And I was like, what? I was like, right. Well, there we go.
We hit an algorithm somewhere.
We did. We managed it. I don't know how, and I don't know what it was, but we found it.
And we'll never do it again.
No.
That's it now. Never again.
Yeah, exactly. Talking of milestones as well, last episode was episode 350, so we cracked that goal. So obviously now it's the goal for episodes is 400. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my sentences out properly tonight. So obviously that's our next goal. Last week as well, Salty Tadpoles, you should have seen the fact that we posted up our first ever YouTube video. So we hope that you really, really enjoyed that. And we also got a new subscriber, which was James's wife. So thank you very much, Mrs. James's wife.
Yes, that's how it's written on the wedding certificate.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. James and Mr. and Mrs. James's wife.
Yes, exactly. Clearly, we're very giggly this week. So we need to get this train on track. I know, it's my mum's fault. Train on track.
Yep.
So,
choo choo, motherfuckers.
Exactly. Choo choo.
Why did you have to make it so camp?
Choo choo.
Oh my.
Is it camp when a female does it?
No, I think it was the inflection more than the fact it was just you.
Yeah, no, but that was a genuine sort of question-ish. It's like, I know that it's camp if a man does it, but...
No, it is. It's especially camp if a man says it like he's pretending to be George Takei.
Yeah, fair enough.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
See, that's camp.
Yeah. Choo choo, motherfucker.
Yeah. Meanwhile, screaming it while sprinting at someone naked, that's manly. Choo choo, motherfucker.
Right. Okay, so this episode might be called Choo Choo Motherfucker.
Yes.
With the occasional star in a certain places so that the episode actually can be released. So there we go.
And we will absolutely replace the theme song with Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah. Actually, that's another one. That's another children's program we need to review, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, we have to do one of the dark episodes, like the one where they bricked a train into a tunnel for his death.
Did they actually do that?
Yeah.
They
backed him into a tunnel, removed the tracks, and bricked him in to teach him a lesson.
We definitely need to do that one.
There's also a background story of one of the trains, it's been taken off the tracks, it has its wheels removed and its face removed, but its engine still works and it's being used to power a mill.
Oh.
And it's that idea of, did that train die? And if so, how? Because they're still using the actual steam engine.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
there's no more laughs in this episode, guys.
Except for my sadistic ones.
Yeah.
Dead trains.
Oh, that's really sad. That's really sad. I'm going to have to take a minute.
Ringo over the top was like, oh dear, that train's been naughty. And the fat controller said, get in the tunnel, you twat.
Coming soon to a YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe.
Or we'll brick you in a tunnel.
Yeah, we'll brick you in the tunnel. New goal, 200 subscribers. Come on, we can do it.
Get tunneled.
Yeah, get tunneled. Right. I daren't say get this train on track again, but let's do it.
Let's get this train running.
Yeah. So obviously, previous episode that you heard was actually a pre-recorded episode because I've just survived 2 weeks of hell from work. So I'm here. I'm alive. It's all good. But obviously, we didn't want to miss an episode. So, and we also
recorded. Foot is fine.
Yes, and James's foot is absolutely fine, which is something I'm going to get onto in a moment. If, the train can stay on the track.
Detail.
But anyway, so I survived 2 weeks of hell with work, and I'm here to tell the tale. But yes, so during that time, we have done some fun things other than work. So, but I think we should start with the fact that James's foot is all okay. And what did you manage to get to go to?
I drove to Chester and did my Lego show.
Yay!
Woo! I was so happy. Managed to go to my appointment, which was, I think I had my follow-up 10 days after the accident. So I had it on the 3rd of May. Went for my follow-up 10 days later. They did the X-ray, did second X-rays. They were like, you're already walking on it. So already there's massive improvement. There's no bruising, everything had cleared up. So they said, basically, go easy on it. And I got told that I was supposed to wean myself off the boot.
Okay.
I said very, as you would expect, I said, so what does that mean? To which the doctor just turned to me and said, wean yourself off the boot again. So I haven't worn it since.
You're right in what your question was, is that what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, like, am I allowed to take it off? Am I supposed to wear it? So what I did was I stopped wearing it because I noticed that my foot was actually hurting in the shoe, in the boot, the support boot, because I was trying to walk normally. Because my body was almost telling me, like, your foot is like, I could lift my toes and I was literally trying to step like normal. So I've taken the boot off completely, and I walked with the crutches initially for about another week. And then just before the show, I went down to one crutch, and I was only using it as I was walking round. So, because I was stood all day at the show.
Yeah.
It was basically, if I went to stretch my legs, I took one of my crutches with me just to kind of lean on it as I kind of take the effort off. But it's been fine since. So, fingers crossed, doesn't happen again.
Touch wood.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me banging the table then for touch wood.
Ow.
Yeah. And James just hit himself on the head for touch wood as well. So, which is something stupid that I would do as well, so don't worry.
No one's clever in this podcast.
No, exactly. So how was the Lego convention then?
It was really good, but it was really, really hot.
Yes.
Obviously, Britain has decided it's the heatwave time, but specifically, it was in a little sports hall, very much like a school gymnasium.
Okay, yeah.
So it had that lovely squeaky floor that no matter how you step on it, it squeaks no matter what you try and do. And there was no air conditioning at all. So within an hour of us getting there and just offloading things and putting, like just the actual people who were like setting up stalls. The temperature got so hot, and then by lunchtime we were melting.
Yeah,
because there was no through breeze or anything. We had the fire escape doors open. Nothing.
that's good safety measures, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no. To be fair, it's one of those. If there was an incident, we could just all bolt out of it.
Yeah, I
But
suppose. Yeah.
it wasn't too bad, but it was very much. We were genuinely surprised because it wasn't that warm. Sorry, it wasn't that busy, despite being very warm. Because bank holiday weekend, it was on a Saturday. Because normally our shows do better on Sundays because there's nothing else open.
Yeah.
But with it being Sunday, we normally do on the Sundays because there's nothing else to do. So being on a bank holiday Saturday, we were mega busy until about lunchtime, and then it practically dropped off straight afterwards.
Thing is, as well, that when we get the sun in this country, for most people, and I think there's 2 people in this podcast that disagree with this next comment, but most people will go in the garden or go to the beach or just sit in the sun all day. Me, however, I'd rather sit indoors with my windows open, blinds shut, and just sit in a bath of ice. But yeah,
we're not. Yeah, I'm not built for heat.
No, me neither.
I am not built for heat at all. But I'm also one of those people who I don't like just sitting there doing nothing.
I get bored.
Yeah, when someone says to me, "Oh, why don't we go on holiday? Let's go to Spain." All right, what are we going to do there? We're going to sit in the sun. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember I went on holiday with my ex-wife, and we all went as a family. I went with her family, so her mum, her dad, her little brother, and it was us and us 2. So all 5 of us piled in, and I just remember being so bored. Like I thought, I'll go for a walk. I nearly got bitten by a snake, and then I discovered that everything's shut.
Oh yeah, for a siesta. Yeah.
Because it's too hot. It's too hot. Why the fuck am I here? I want to be home.
Yeah, you can't even buy an ice cream because everything's shut.
That was the worst part. I'm thirsty. I'm hot. I'm in a country where I don't speak the language, which again is my own fault. But at the same time, it's just like I could be at home with my things, and instead I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just. So apart from the weather, though, like again, it's nice because it does mean like it's one of those horrible things. I'm grateful not to have been doing it in a downpour.
Yeah, although more people may have come because of it raining.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like it's great for offloading. Like it's great for unloading the car because obviously it's nice weather. No one likes to unload in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if it were horrible, more people would come to be indoors for a couple of hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but no,
exactly.
it was really good fun. As I say, I think what annoyed me the most about possibly not being able to go, it took me half an hour to get there and half an hour to get back.
Yeah,
that's what annoyed me. It's one of those where there are 2 shows that I do, which is now going to be like Aintree is 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I can literally roll out of bed and be there. I can be there, one of the first people there, and it's like they open the doors at 8. I can roll out of bed at 7:30, be there before everyone else. It's great.
Yeah.
So when it was like when the Chester one came up and I was available to do it, I was like even better because again, I take 2 turns out of my house. I'm on the entrance way to one of the tunnels that goes under to the motorway. And then it's literally one junction off the motorway.
Yeah.
Once I got on the M53, it was a straight line, and then it was like junction 8, 2 turns left, and you're there at the venue.
Yeah. No.
So it was so frustrating when I was like, I've rolled my ankle, I might not be able to drive, and it's one of the closest shows I can do.
Yeah.
I was like, why couldn't it have been like Blackpool or Bolton? I can bin that off. I'm not too fussed. But it had to be one of my nearby ones.
Yeah, but you were able to do it. So that was the good thing. Because you had the appropriate foot there on. So, because poor Andy is still laid up.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, he has done the breakage. But I think it was also quite obvious from the episode as well that he has done the breakage. So, you know, but yeah, obviously because you had new things to display as well, didn't you?
I did. I had one of my biggest models to date, which is I have a now Lego version of Tracy Island from
Yes.
Thunderbirds, and I hate it.
Why?
Oh, it looks great. Just don't breathe near it.
Oh, okay.
Literally, as we were turning up to the venue, I'd put it on the back seat of my car.
Okay.
So what I'd done was on the back seat of my car, I have two 80 litre carver boxes that have got all the models in, and they take up the whole back seat. So what I did was I thought I'll be clever, put Tracy Island on top so I can keep an eye on it. And there's no movement forwards or backwards. Fantastic. I forgot left to right.
Oh no, yeah, of course.
Go all the way down the motorway. First traffic island, I just hear shh.
Oh no.
As it swung and slid the entire length. It was only then I realised on the way home that it fit in the boot and it fit to the point where it didn't move at all.
But you know that for next time, so that's good.
I do.
Yeah.
That's one, yeah.
Was there much damage, though?
Again, this is the wonderful thing. With it being Lego...
Put it back together?
Nothing that couldn't be repaired on time. Yeah. That was the good thing. But I am breaking out... I'm breaking the one rule of Lego, which I've broken out the super glue.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, for a convention, I think that's fair enough.
For something that's always going to be on display and might need moving around, I think I'll be all right with super glue in it, just to be on the safe side. The only problem is I've got another show at the end of this month. I don't have time to dismantle it, glue it, and put it all back together. So I'm going to risk it one more time, and then over the summer holidays, tear it down, glue it back together, and then because over the summer I don't think I've got anything over the summer because again they usually clash with having custody. So I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That gives me downtime to build new stuff, and then once September kicks in, and normally by September I'm back onto doing the conventions, I can have more new things.
Yeah, which is exciting. And like you said, you know that it fits in the boot now. So at least, there's that.
That's a bit of my Codswallop.
Okay.
I might be having to get a new car.
This is an old Codswallop as well, though, isn't it? Slightly.
It's an ongoing Codswallop, I think is the best way to describe it, because every time I fix one thing, something else happens. No, I think, unfortunately, it's just getting to the point now where I'm running out of space. Like, it's getting to I think, unfortunately, it's done its service. It's nearly 20 years old. It's done its service, but I think I'm getting to the point now where I can't afford to throw any more money at it and still be able to replace it if something else goes wrong.
Yep, that's understandable.
So I'm currently in the market for a new car, and this is where my Codswallop comes in. I am sick to the back teeth of eBay and Facebook, where when you try and filter by search, and apparently it just gives up the ghost completely, and it'll just give you anything.
Yes.
Like, I'm trying to go through it on Facebook, and I'm like, right, one, they set it to kilometers rather than mile radius, which I know technically we use the metric system, but we actually use a mix of both.
We do.
That's why we're better than everyone. We use miles and centimeters.
Exactly.
We're better.
Exactly.
We can use both. That's what makes us special.
Exactly.
That's why we ran 2/3 of the world back when. So not only is it a stupid measurement, but again, it's that problem of I'm going to have to buy it on my credit card. So obviously I can't go with private sellers, and just no matter how many times I click that, do not show me from private, show me only trade people who I can do it as a credit card transaction. It's like, here's a nice car. Oh, I've fallen in love with it. Yeah, it's owned by some biddy who lives in a corner. I can't pay her then, can I?
No, because you can't. Can you draw cash out from your credit card or not?
No.
Okay.
You can, but the amount that I'm going to be required to draw would put me over the because it's called a cash advance limit.
Yeah.
You can't physically withdraw your the entire contents of your credit card in cash.
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah.
Because you then technically aren't covered for the credit card fee afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
The cash because there's a cash transaction fee for taking cash out on a credit card. So it's because I keep thinking to myself, I've saved up nearly £1,000 in cash in my savings account,
mm-hmm.
and I keep thinking to myself, do I transfer it and keep that on my credit card and keep the whole lot on my credit card, so then I can just do a single credit card transaction, or do I keep the £1,000 to one side like I am doing now? And if I find a car I want, borrow the money off someone else, borrow the difference, pay for it in cash, and then monthly pull out a little bit of cash off the credit card, pay off whoever I lend the money off.
Yeah, that is a dilemma. So I think first things first, I mean, obviously you need to find the car, but yeah, it is frustrating. Yeah, thumbs up to that. But no, I found that before the car that I've got at the moment, like trying to search for a new car, it was like, and it was like in your situation, it was desperate times because my car had been written off by a bloody deer, hadn't it? So
and the worst thing is, you don't want to be left. Like, I don't want to be left without a car, because that's my other problem. Like, because it's like I'm not going to get anything for mine for a start.
Yeah.
There's no point in me thinking about, should I go and get it for a Part X? I'm going to get maybe £100 Part X because they're going to give me half of scrap value for it. So it's not worth me debating that. So it's not a case of transfer everything over while I'm buying the new car. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to end up either with no car or two cars, and there's going to be a bit of an overlap where I'm like trying to organize it all, and it's just like why can't life be easy?
Unless you go to a garage, go to the actual sales,
This
rep
is the problem.
Type place. What is there no?
This is the problem. They don't exist anymore.
They do down here.
I've been. I wish I lived nearer to you then, because up here in the north, for some reason, those smaller like family-run garages, I think they all got wiped out during COVID.
Yeah, there has been a decrease in some of them. Yeah,
it's like trying to buy a car for less than £2,000 is almost impossible now.
Yeah,
and that's the problem I'm running into. Is again because of my situation. I don't have, like, other than private sellers, in which case that's where I come up with the funding issue of how do I pay the buggers.
Yeah,
I'm left with very little choice, because I found one guy on eBay, and he's just free delivery, but I'm kind of waiting because I'm hoping that he'll drop the price, because it's a bit steep for what he's asking, and for what the market value seems to be. He's about £250 over what he really should be asking. So but again, it's that horrible thing of, if someone comes along and buys it out from him, it's like,
it's gone.
Gotta find the next one.
Yeah.
So I've never enjoyed. I've always enjoyed. I always enjoyed looking, but when you're desperate, because that's the other thing as well. I don't want to just purchase something, because my mum keeps trying to help me with this. She keeps trying to would this be any good? And it's like she sent me a link to one of the most unreliable cars that personally we've dealt with. Like, she sent me a link to a car that was identical to the one my dad had before I gave him my old one. And I'm like, you do remember the issues we had with this, with this exact make and model, where the engine exploded.
Yeah, but then I had the same car, and I mean, it might not have been the exact model and stuff like that, but I had that car and mine was fine. So I suppose it's each car, isn't it?
That's the big problem with buying secondhand cars, is again, yours could have been looked after, and babied, and it could have been, you don't know how each one's, and that's kind of where I'm like, I found a really nice Saab estate, which I'm like, it's Swedish, it's Saab, but then I like to remind myself, Saab don't exist anymore. What happens when I need spare parts?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person now.
But this is the dilemma I'm getting into. It's like, it's that horrible balance of, I have to take my time.
Yeah.
Because if I don't take my time, I could end up in a worse situation where I'm out even more money.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm trying to leave that for till end of the month at the very least. Get everything I need out of the way first, and then I can start worrying about replacing my transport.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fair enough, and it is horrible. It is one of those things, isn't it? That you do need one, but then it's like, and it's exciting looking at them all and stuff like that. But at the same time, yeah, all the stress that comes with a car as well is a right pain in the ass. So yeah, I can understand that.
One of the worst things is you find something really interesting and you think, oh, that's in budget. Oh, that's really interesting. And then you go and do things like the tax and the insurance. And it's like, now I can see why it's so cheap.
Yeah.
It's going to cost me 4 times what I'm already paying.
Yeah.
Just to insure the bloody thing.
I know.
It's
on a road that's got loads of potholes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Another Codswallop. Actually, while we're talking about cars, I have got a car-related Codswallop as well. So, but I'm just going to cough, so bear with me. Yeah, no.
You didn't mute then.
I didn't mute then because I said that I was going to cough, so I was going to edit it out. Sorry.
On your own time.
I got a tickle.
We can't put the episode up if you choke to death.
No, exactly. No one can do it.
That'll be the new title, sudden finale.
Yeah, we did it. 350, 351. Right.
351, Gemma's dead.
Yeah. She tried.
Is that all it's going to say on your tombstone? She tried.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, anyway, so car Codswallop that I have my end. So it's not mine personally, but it is related to what I witnessed. So I was basically, there was a car that was trying to reverse into a parking space, and I'm on the opposite side of the road. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I'll just give him a chance to do what he needs to do because, you have to swing out and stuff like that. But so I paused for a minute, stopped, as I said. Anyway, and but the car behind the one that was reversing refused to move back enough to allow the car in front to actually reverse into the space. And I was like, what a fucking dick. It's like, honestly... It's such a knobhead move. You're just about to tell me this is something that you do on a regular basis, and I've just called it a knobhead move.
No. I was actually just about to say 2 things. One, I am friends with the driving instructor, and we have regular conversations about how shit the standard of driving has become.
Yeah.
2, I did something very, very similar where I was pulling into a Aldi car park, and I stopped nice and early because there is a massive articulated lorry trying to get out of the car park.
Right.
Now, bearing in mind, I will describe it to you. The junction is a standard T junction.
Mm-hmm.
So I know this articulated lorry, to get round this 90-degree bend, is going to have to come into my lane to swing round and get round the corner. So I stopped nice and early, give him loads of space because I'm paying. Because he's coming out of the car park I want to go in, so I can't go in. If I go round him, I'm just going to piss off the man in the massive 50-ton vehicle.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I stopped nice and early, give him plenty of room, wave him through just to let him know, yeah, I'm stopping, so feel free. Guy behind me, literally half a second, pulls up behind me.
Yes.
And I literally just stuck my arm out the window and pointed at the articulated lorry.
Yes.
As this lorry drives past both of us. I then pull into the car park. He follows me and gives me the evils the entire way as I'm parking up. And I was this close to walking over to him going, what? What do you want from me? I wasn't going to argue with the massive articulated lorry. If you wanted to do it, you should have driven round me like the arsehole you appear to be.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
Exactly. I agree with that because I've also had it that somebody beat their horn when I stopped to let pedestrians cross the road. Like they were halfway through the road, halfway across the road when I got there. So obviously I stopped because
Yeah.
I don't fancy killing anyone today.
Sometimes it's just not. Yeah, sometimes you're just not in the mood. Other times it's foot down and you're like, boom, boom.
Yeah, and it's there's
that's what the car wash is for afterwards.
Beep, beep. Yeah, exactly. But this car behind me was like beep beep, and I'm like beep beep off.
Yeah.
I'm the window's up, and I'm going. Because nobody can hear you, but your mouth's moving aggressively.
I throw it in reverse. If I get someone like that, I throw the car into reverse. I don't move, but I put it in reverse as a kind of, I'll kill us both.
Yeah.
I'm driving a shitbox. See if I care.
I'm not, though. So other stories. Oh, go on.
No, I was just going to say, it always bugs me when it's like milliseconds after something happens and you're on the horn, you are the problem.
Yes, 100%.
It's like, literally, if you have that little self-awareness that you can't read the road before that, you cannot literally see the giant lorry or the people. Because that's the other thing as well. The guy behind you surely could have seen, they should have been paying attention as well to the people crossing the road.
Oh, yeah, they can see him.
This is what I mean. It's complete. It's not like they're oblivious. Like, oh, why is this like? I could understand if someone had fallen in front of you and you'd stopped and they're completely hidden by your car. There is that question of why are we stopped in the middle of the road? But if it's literally, I can see pedestrians walking and I can see like walking in front of your car.
Do you know what? I think I've actually...
People, I hate them.
Me too. I agree. Maybe that's another episode title.
People, what a bunch of bastards.
People, I hate them. I quite like that. It's got a ring to it. But also my eyes lit up when that was said. But I've lost track of what I was going to say now.
Can't have been important.
Nah, it's gone. Oh no, I know what it was. It's also, I'm pretty 99% sure that I've never in any of my cars used the horn on my car. I may have done it accidentally. That's why there's a 1% chance.
The odd elbow when you've been trying to get in and out.
Yeah, or, I've been like, oh, what does this button do? And I'll be like, oh.
Oh, works.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a ditzy female.
I'm just a girl. No, I've never been one to use it massively. Like, I hate those people who like lay it on.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's always been, if I have to use it, it's a quick bip of, and I never use it when I'm angry at someone. It's always a case of, you're about to crash into me. Bip.
Yeah. Hello.
You pull out in front of me, and I'm like,
yeah.
That was not a clever thing to do as I try and move around you. But yeah, I it's one of those things of blaring your horn just draws everyone's attention to you.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
There's something inside me. It's just that deep, unsettling wave of I don't want to be the center of attention. No. It's like I don't want people looking at me. No.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's but the people who are so like spam happy with it, who can just lay on it all day long, I'm like, you are special.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm very similar to you. As soon as the microphone comes on or a camera comes on and I'm performing Gemma, I'm all about woohoo, like I am right now. I'm doing jazz hands, everyone.
Yeah. But again,
but in real life, I would love to shrink down to about 2 foot tall and just crawl around when no one can see me.
I am but wallpaper. I'm there. I exist, but I'm just there.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of anything. I'm just there.
Yeah.
And you leave me alone.
Yeah.
I leave you alone. You leave me alone.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
Yeah. I wonder what it would be like if you and I ever met up, whether we've just become the wallpaper together or if we would just be separate walls.
Yeah, I think we'd be sat at the other end of the pub and we'd be texting each other. You'd be sat on one table. Like we meet up in a Weatherspoons, have separate tables, occasionally laugh at each other's jokes, but like a huh, and then after about an hour leave and not actually interact with one another.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a perfect interaction. Yes.
Or we'd start a fight and get thrown out.
I don't think me and you would fight.
Oh no, I'm not saying us fight, as in we'd start a fight with other people.
Oh, I like it.
Like we just start people watching and insulting them, and then they all start fighting us, and we all get thrown out.
Or they fight each other. I like this idea better.
Well,
they
can try and make them fight. Yeah, try and make them fight.
Yeah, because I've got quite a knack at doing this, apparently. Because when I was a baby, I was the day I was born, it was like I was the only girl that was born that day. So the ward was full of boys, and all the boys were sleeping, and I was
yeah, typical woman.
And then all the boys woke up, and I went to sleep. And that is the story of my life.
Gemma discovered her superpower of gaslighting.
Yeah, at 0.01 years.
Hi, Mrs. Williams. See? I'm doing better.
I also had a couple of fun things happen in the last 2 weeks as well.
Yay!
Before we move on to a reasonable topic as such. This was quite funny. Me and Socks were out in the garden, and it wasn't a hot day. So this was possibly 2 weeks ago. So the weather was overcast. Perfect weather for me. I love overcast. Overcast is perfect. I am, yes, wonderful. Anyway.
It's the Gemma of weather.
Yeah.
It's grey and overcast.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. It's like cool breeze, you know. So anyway, so Socks was in the garden. And he was minding his own business. And all of a sudden, splat. And I looked at it. He looked at me, and he looked at himself in like complete shock. And then he sort of looked at me, and he was trying to work out. And I was like, what is that on him? Like, he'd been pooed on by a bird. But it was really spooky because I didn't see a bird fly across. So it's like, I don't know even how it happened. He was completely baffled and was like, what the hell just happened?
It's like, of all that garden space, and it fucking lands on me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I obviously cleaned him up. We've got these little, I've got these little doggy wet wipe things. They're coconut smelling.
No, hose pipe. You should have just hosed him down.
No. Mr. Sox is terrified of the hose pipe. That would never work. So anyway, I got anything that could cool down a big black dog is a no-go. He's terrified of it. Yes, exactly. So yes, I got these wet wipes.
A device that aids me. Ah!
Yeah. Exactly. Bless his little cotton socks.
What do you mean you're trying to help?
I think he was quite happy for me to just wipe it off, though, because he was just like, he was still a bit like, what the hell happened? I was like, oh, bless you.
Still in shock. Yeah, he's still in shock at the whole thing. Like, it's not quite. It's like, have I been pooed on?
Yeah, but you know how they like bend their bodies, like as if they're like twisting into a circle. He kind of did that with a confused look on his face.
Yeah, it's he's desperately trying to look over his own shoulder. It's like,
So yeah, I was absolutely laughing because his reaction was hilarious, but at the same time, I did feel sorry for him. Following that, as I mentioned on another episode, I can't remember which one it was now, but our mates came to visit as well last Wednesday, so that was really, really fun. We went out for dinner, and they stayed for about 4 or 5 days. They were staying in Weymouth.
Of their own volition.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just clarifying, Gemma does not kidnap her friends.
No, I do not. No. I'm also losing my voice, so I don't know quite what's happening here, but I'm sure it will go shortly. Um, there, it's gone. So anyway, so that was lovely to see the Westwoods. And so Jamie and his lovely wife Becky and his lovely little daughter Olivia as well.
No.
And so we have fun. We went to the arcades again, and I was really disappointed to see that even though the machine was still there for the bully bullseye, no bully bullseyes inside.
Oh no!
However, James, I did go on eBay and I brought myself one. It's a squidgy one! And it only cost £5. And it came today. So it was perfect timing.
It's a good job we didn't record yesterday, because it wouldn't have had it.
I know. It was a good job. Yeah, see, these things are supposed to happen. Also, in the 2 weeks that we took off, it's been David Attenborough's birthday. And
I know!
100 years old. So
I certainly wasn't shitting myself the entire day. Like, every time I read David Attenborough, I'm like, no. Is 100. Oh!
Yeah, thank God for that. Oh, he got a telephone call from the King. So, but although he should, because unfortunately, I just actually missed something there. Sir David Attenborough. I apologise, sir. And so obviously being knighted, he should be having a telephone call from the King. Not just a poncy old letter like the other 100-year-olds get.
Yeah. You get a pre-printed message. It's like, I love the idea of just King Charles just being like, I've never had to do one of these before. Yeah. Mummy used to do them. Yes. Mummy did them all the time. I don't know what I'm doing. Happy birthday? Question mark.
I'll just give you a call.
I do love although bringing it back round to Lego, I do love what they did, which was just for him. Oh. They changed the ages.
Yes.
On the Lego sets, instead of saying 99 plus, they say 100 plus, just so he doesn't feel left out.
Yeah, but there was also posts going out as well that said like 1 to 99, and it said that in 3 days' time, David Attenborough won't be able to play with this Lego anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. You can. If you wish, you can.
Oh, absolutely.
But I thought that, first of all, for anybody who doesn't know who David Attenborough is, apparently he's quite a well-known person in America as well. And he is also obviously well-known in the UK. But yes.
If you don't know who David Attenborough is, I would like to join you under your rock where you have been so isolated for most of your life.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. I just wondered how much he has... how much the TV programs and stuff like that have gone global, if you know what I mean. So obviously he's well known in this country, and he's a national treasure in this country, not country.
His whole family was.
Yeah.
I mean, his brother was a famous actor.
Yep.
Richard Attenborough was fantastic. He played the park owner in Jurassic Park. I forget his last name. It was John something. John Hammond.
Oh yeah.
I think. Who ironically, because Richard Attenborough played him in the film, he made him much nicer than he actually is in the book. He's even worse. That's the problem. Because it's like unfortunately, Richard plays him like a really nice granddad, and it's actually, no, he was a ruthless businessman.
Yeah.
But no,
exactly.
David, I've no doubt everyone knows David's voice just from his absolutely spectacular narration.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Man can literally describe sleeping animals and you're riveted.
Absolutely, 100%. But what I also thought would be quite interesting is that he mark the occasion that he's 100 to actually look back and see how many different things that we actually use still today or are aware of today that have been created over his lifespan. So I have got a list, and now I didn't write everything down. I did write quite a lot of them down, and obviously we can discuss them and things like that. But so the first one that I put was so many different sizes of TVs. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
and without TVs, we would not have the Attenboroughs.
And you can tag under that one, we've gone from a static device to a portable device
Yep.
to now having a screen in your pocket.
Mhm.
Like, because again, do you remember when portable TVs used to be a thing and they were still big chunky things and the screens were like this big?
Yeah, sort of, but not massively.
I remember I used to have one that was in black and white.
Wow. Was that passed down?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was brand new at the time. That because the technology was this is how far we've come.
Mhm.
In the early 90s, like the idea of having a portable TV, you were reduced to black and white. It's only in like the last 20, 30 years that screen technology has become good enough to go from the big CRT monitor style tellies to flat screen LCDs.
Yeah, exactly.
But I remember it because it was very specific in that it worked off a prism effect.
Mm-hmm.
You had to fold it up slightly and actually look at it at an angle to see the image.
Weird. No, I definitely never had one of these.
I remember it distinctly because I would watch, much to the annoyance of my parents, I would watch Sunday TV because obviously we'd all sit down and have a nice Sunday roast,
Yes.
and I'd be sat there with my earphones in and I'd be watching Scrap Heap Challenge in black and white.
Oh, I love that program. Oh, that was an epic program.
Scrap Heap Challenge and Time Team. It's no wonder I never got my own work done on time.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to run through the list a little bit, but then...
Lightning round.
Yes, exactly. But obviously, if you want to discuss any of them. So obviously, TVs, space travel, the turbojet engine, so much medical equipment. There's too much to cover. But also under that as well is the polio vaccine and also birth control. FM radio.
Yep.
So that one kind of shocked me a little bit, the FM radio, because like obviously it's always been in my life, but it's like it's weird to think that it hasn't always been there. Do you know what I mean?
Switching from analog TV to digital TV.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you jump on that. You look at things like even just computers, what we're using now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it went from a device that required an entire building to being able to carry one in your pocket. Yeah,
exactly. And without the computers, we wouldn't be able to do this. And obviously without the internet, we wouldn't be able to do this. So it's gone from dial-up to super fast fiber optic broadband and stuff like that.
And again, thanks to space travel, satellite link up has now become more available to the regular human being.
Yes.
As well. That's because that's the other thing as well. It's not just that we have half this technology. It's that within 100 years, it's been able to go from like best way to describe it is it's gone from sketchbook to like government to everyday bod.
Yes.
You know, these are the kind of like I used to love watching. Like going back and looking at those future TV programs, like it's like, you know, what will it be like 60 years in the future?
Yeah.
And like in the 60s, everyone thought everything would be nuclear powered.
Yeah. It's disappointing though, isn't it? Because you realise that none of it happened. Not all of it anyway.
Not necessarily, but it's amazing how it's amazing how many times like science fiction mirrors the real world. I mean, we all used to joke about the communicators, but, you know, Star Trek came up with it first and then we had flip phones.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Like we had private communications that, you know, you could literally make long distance phone calls from your pocket, not calling an operator, not calling a switchboard and being connected through. You could do that directly. Again, we're a wonderful race when we want to behave ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, you cover quite a few of the ones that I've got on the list here, but which is absolutely
Sorry.
fine. No, it's absolutely fine. But obviously,
You're asking a man about technology. Of
I
course, I know all
know.
this crap.
I know. I kind of figured that would happen anyway. So, but I still wrote it down anyway. And I actually physically, I went back to the 1900s
Pen and
physically,
paper.
yeah, I wrote it down. And yeah, so obviously fax machine as well, another way of communicating. Now, James, do you know how to use a fax machine? I'm just curious, age-wise. Okay, cool. Because
I know how to use a pager, young lady.
I know how to use a pager as well, sir. But yeah, so
I still hear the image. I still hear the dot matrix in the back of my head going gagank 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 gagank.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I asked that question because I've got a friend of mine who is I met her through my current workplace, but she no longer works there anymore. But anyway, and she I can't remember her. She's quite a bit younger than me, but she didn't know how to use a fax machine. And it was like trying to teach her how to use a fax machine, but also it's been so long since we've used the fax machine. It was trying to remember how to do it yourself, kind of thing. And it was, that was a fun day. IVF, that's obviously a big thing. So the Rubik's Cube, because why not? Because painful.
I love a Rubik's Cube.
Do you? I don't.
Yeah.
I can never do them, so I can't stand it.
I like peeling the stickers off when I get frustrated and just rebuilding it.
I can do that version. Absolutely. Pocket calculator, the floppy disk, the ejector seat, the microwave. I can't remember if we covered microwave or not, but microwave. And
no, but it was one of the first things you mentioned, which and again, as part of your Welsh heritage, I would like to remind everyone that the Welsh for microwave is popty ping.
Popty ping.
Popty ping.
It's such a perfect name for it, though, isn't it? Yeah, and I mean, obviously, touchscreen, Bluetooth. Just for David Attenborough, I'd like to say global warming, because he seems to be big on that at the moment. And of course, the scariest thing ever, AI, which still terrifies me to the death. But obviously, that is just a handful, really, of the things that have been invented since
in his lifetime.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's the thing you've got to remember is this man has been alive to witness the birth of so many positive and negative creations. It because I thought my generation was bad, because you've got to remember, during my generation, especially for things like technology,
it was bam, 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 wasn't it?
From 1980s to the early 2000s was probably one of the steepest climbs of multimedia. Went all over the place. Like we went from 8-track to cassette to CD to mini disc to MP3 to where we are now, where we don't even have the physical media itself. It is streamed remotely from another location. Like, we went through all of that in 20 years. It's close. I'd probably say 30 to go from literally from physical media to what we call soft media and streaming, where it's stored remotely and you can access it whenever you want. To do that in 30 years, and like you said, like you look at like some of the things that, like, some of them sound obvious, like technology, like the computer. That was the idea of a home-based computer was laughed at in the 60s, because they were like, look at the room we need just to have this one for like weather mapping. There's no way this is going to happen. And now every home has at least 3 in. Yeah. And we've been able to miniaturize and, compact so many designs. But like you said, going back to things like, you mentioned the ejector seat. You've got to look at aviation in general. Aviation didn't start until the 1910s in the way that we know it with the Wright brothers. So to go from a prop-driven plane to a jet engine, again, as you mentioned, to then go to subsonic flight with Concorde, and now we've kind of taken a step back because we've realised that
was a bit fast.
Well, no, I think it's more it's fast, but it's also we can't cut corners.
Yeah.
And again, it's safety issues. But even like you said, space travel.
Yeah.
And things that have been bought. And the worst, I think, one of the biggest things a lot of people forget is how much it grow, like how much has come from horrible things. Like David Attenborough was born on the, not 7 years after the Great War.
Yeah.
Lived through the Second World War, the Korean War, Vietnam, Falklands, but from wars have also come technology. If it wasn't for World War II, we wouldn't have a rocket program, we wouldn't have a space program, we wouldn't have metallurgy that we have now, we wouldn't have precision engineering, which has led to other. And the idea that one person has lived through all of that.
Yeah, I know.
Really, it's kind of mind blowing. Like my brain almost doesn't want to accept it. It's like no. There's no way. There's no way he was alive. But again, like he saw the Queen get coronated and die.
Yeah.
That is a generational thing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
He's probably the last of the generations that can say, "I saw my Queen crowned and buried."
Yeah, no, I agree, because there's not many people left who probably would witness that.
No.
But there's also, like, even down to the simplest of things as well. The simplest of things that seem simple to us, the seatbelt.
Yeah,
the importance of a seatbelt, and like the health and safety has obviously gone way high compared to there as well.
The airbag.
Yeah, exactly.
All those kind of safety, all those safety features. He is, it's like the idea that one man's life has covered so much. Even though we're not saying that it's, we're not saying that without David Attenborough we wouldn't have these things. No. But the idea that one man has been able to see all of this come to fruition is just. It's absolutely spectacular, and it's why he's such a national treasure.
Yeah,
because he's very humble with it.
Yeah,
and it's almost why. Well, it's almost why he's kind of revered so much, is because it's like, look, I am old enough. I am old enough to know what's been before and what and I can speak from experience. So it is that kind of thing of we do like to listen to him when he speaks, but having a voice like Honey helps.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got like a voice like velvet, hasn't he? So it's like, you want to listen to him tell you a bedtime story anyway. But then without David Attenborough, we wouldn't know about so many different species of animals and things like that. And okay, yeah, there would have been somebody else who would have come along and done it. But it's like, quite often, as soon as you're watching like Discovery Channel, where it's got a documentary about the blue whale, for example. I can't think of any of the ones that he's ever done.
Blue Planet.
Yeah. All right, Blue Planet.
That Blue Planet one just sticks with you.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Benedict Cumberbatch, listening to him screw up the word penguin 14 because he keeps saying it wrong every time is different and still wrong. Penguin. And it's just like, you're not David Attenborough. Give me David Attenborough. Like, that's kind of what's spooky about AI as well, is there's that much of his voice out there. It makes me wonder whether they're going to kind of do the creepy thing of Beyond the Grave, because they've done that with James Earl Jones and Darth Vader.
I think he actually agreed to that, though. I think he signed it off to say that it was okay to do. I don't think I wouldn't be comfortable with it. Even if he did.
Yeah. But that's the one thing I don't want to be hearing David Attenborough in my 80s unless I'm watching a rerun. The idea of new Attenborough stuff coming out, like, unless he lives to be 150, in which case he deserves it.
100%, yeah. Yeah, because at the moment, well, the last thing I saw him do, which, I don't follow his journey necessarily, but I do watch, quite a lot of the things that he's done in the past. But the last one was with AI dinosaurs, wasn't it? So
The CGI dinosaurs.
Yeah, I didn't like that as much. But, he wanted to do it. So why not let the man do it? Because he is Sir David Attenborough. There you go. So I don't think...
Not Sir, the David Attenborough.
Yeah, Sir The Sir
David Attenborough.
The Sir David Attenborough. There we go. So I can't think of a better way to end this week's episode, James. We've been talking about a national hero.
Yeah, glazing David Attenborough is how we should finish every episode.
Yes, I agree. So, on that note then, I think we've been talking enough Codswallop this week. I am Gemma.
And I've been James.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Mrs. Williams.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Gemma's mum.
Bye, everybody.
This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.